Hey everyone, this is a clip from a recent episode of Another Pass, where we talk about movies and all the struggles that go into making them. If you like it, check out the whole podcast. You can find it at certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
I mean, this is all kind of spoilers for some of my thoughts about like what to do with the character. By the way, Jeff Bridges' character name is Jack Prescott, but I am never going to call him that, and none of my notes
he's Jeff Bridges.
Character name.
Yeah,
Jeff Bridges.
Although Jack Prescott is a wonderful 1970s movie character name.
Yeah, Jack in general is like a good
70s
leading man kind of name. It's like our modern era of Chris's.
It's not as unique as Dwan, but
no.
Dwan.
We'll get into Dwan in a second. But so Jeff Bridges in this movie is so fucking charming because he is Jeff Bridges, and he's got this like wonderful hippie surfer kind of charm going for him because he's full on Lebowski, but young and hot, and like that's such a mind fuck on all of us here.
Yeah,
like that. I found myself forgiving him and then being reminded that he's saying all these paternalistic fuckboy things throughout the entire goddamn movie. Like the script for the character, and like Bridges is doing a lot to make it not quite as like acerbic, but like the script for the character is fucking awful. He seems to like, I mean, taking aside the weird relationship he has with Dwan, which is like she's so thirsty out of nowhere, and like he's always written to be right, except for one spot that I liked where he like flips out where it's like, oh, I don't know anything about King Kong, which is a fair reaction, but that should have been like a teachable moment for him, because up until that point, there is not a single time he says something where he isn't 100% convinced that he is right. He's never even like putting an assertion out, being like, maybe this is the case with these people, or maybe this is the thing going on. It's always like, this is flat out what's going on. And then like generally backed up on that one. Like
I was going to say, the movie says he is right to be this way because he is always correct, even when he has absolutely no way of knowing the information that has been presented. Like, I don't know.
At one point when they rush to the island to go save Dwan, and they rush there, and then the gates are closed and they're still dancing. He's like, it's too late. And I was like, but how would he know? He just got there. And I know that we need the movie to move, but I'm like, he wouldn't rightfully know where they are in the process of their ceremony because he doesn't know their ceremony.
Right.
How would he know?
He is at every point is like 100% convinced of everything he says being the gospel truth, and the movie backs him up at every moment, which, you know, sure, he might be like, he's got an anthropology background, also a primatologist, and also a med student. Okay. And also a photographer.
And a photographer. You forgot about the most important part.
No, he is a polymath, and that is, you know, on the one hand, it's like kind of ridiculous, but on the other hand, that's like also kind of characteristic of like a Pulp Fiction kind of hero.
Yeah.
So like that by itself is not the end of the world, but it's, you know, one of our first real interactions with him off the boat, and when they're actually like, he like hops off and he's taking pictures with Dwan, and they've got like this like flirty relationship going, and like, you know, you're pretty sure that they're already banging, even though the movie kind of indicates they haven't yet, because it's like but there's never a question of like, oh yeah, well they're the main ship on this boat here. We've got to put them forward. But when she runs off and he chases after her and catches up to her and yells at her for running off without them, it's like, who the fuck are you, man?
No, but also she needed to be yelled at. Like, I'm sorry. What hello, ma'am. Where are you running to? You are on an island you do not know. Okay? Like, no. Like, honestly, I would have been Jeff Bridges. I'd be like, excuse me, idiot, stop moving. You don't know this place. Get a stick, poke things before you step in places. You're going to die, and you're going to be the reason we die. Again, I'm an afraid person. I'm always afraid of cat. Everyone knows this.
I would say that level of hostility would be more justified if there was any kind of threat presented in the scene, but it's not really. Like, he's just like...
Well, he's already read the script and knows that there's a tribe of people and a giant monster on the island, so he knows it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges read the script before shooting.
I will posit, though, that anytime you arrive somewhere new, you should be wary.
That's true.
Yes, but I would still feel like the way he handled it, being like, it was like, you silly girl, you shouldn't run off without the men. Like, it just didn't feel like an appropriate update to the 30s. It felt just like a line that could have been straight from the original King Kong.
I mean, she shouldn't stray from the group, though.
Yeah.
Also true.
Dwan was pissing me off
horribly, and we
the movie wants you to believe that Dwan is the way she is because she's a woman, and the reality is that Dwan is the way she is because she doesn't have two brain cells to rub together.
she's operating with one brain cell, and that is okay. But she knows that she knows everyone's astrological sign, so it's good.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I love her. Queen shit. But, like, as a character, as an individual, wow. Holy hell.
Remember, if you like that clip, check out the podcast. You can find it at certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts.